Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Charlotte. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lin is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the three. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Here's Walker following the basket by Draymond Green.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Green with a screen on Walker. Barnes against Jefferson. Jefferson with the double team. Here's Curry with the three. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Outside, Walker. This is to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Williams has got his first points in this one. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Knocked away. Batum passes to Williams. Lin kicks to Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Back to Curry. Down low. They need this. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night. Outside, Lin. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point.
Assist goes to.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Curry attacking, and he gets the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
It's stolen by Green. Back to Curry. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Here's Walker. Good D by Thompson.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip. Yeah, in the quest to get to the playoffs, the Hornets came up short last season. A lot of that was due to how they fared against the Western Conference. They just couldn't keep up with the offensive firepower coming out of the West.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the Warriors decide to take their...
against the West if you want to make the playoffs in the East. But it was their lack of offense that just made it so hard for the Hornets to keep up with a lot of teams in the West.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Iguodala. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Kaminsky. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Barbosa dishes to Green. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Hornets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. .27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Feeds it to Hairston. Pass to Kaminsky. Clock at 4. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. No good. Excellent D here by Iguodala. The pass to Barnes. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Roberts. He knocks it down right at the buzzer! Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to Brooklyn.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
The Warriors trail. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations. And 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Lynn the pass to Jefferson. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here's Curry. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Hornets shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And stolen by Barnes. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Thompson misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Green, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Walker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got his first 2 points. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Iguodala with a screen on Walker. Curry kicks to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Iguodala setting the pick for Curry. Off the pick. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Good. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them 1 off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Some changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Spates comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Harrison Barnes. The Hornets also changing it up. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Jeremy Lin comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Clock at 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Leandro Barbosa on the way. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Lynn's shot is off.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Thompson with the bucket.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Williams, that's for 2. And released it in time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Iguodala out there with Green. And it's Barnes in the 3 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Warriors leading by 7. Now here's Curry. There's the feed to Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Iguodala. We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a 3. They set a franchise record in made 3s last year at 883 triples.
Incredible.
Wow.
I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Some changes for Charlotte. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Williams. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. Hornets trail by 14. Batum dishes to Walker. Screen by Jefferson. It's stolen by Green. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Barnes.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Poked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland, and of course Charlotte, 3 games behind. Curry kicks to Green. Curry against Walker. Curry attacking. Barnes passes to Thompson. Another three for Golden State.
They've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Curry attacking. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Dan Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Hornets. So it's the Hornets now. Nothing yet for them in the 3rd quarter. They host the 76ers after this game. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Iguodala. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. But they recover it. And they get it back. Jefferson attacking. A nice shot by Lin.
The assist, Al Jefferson.
1:32 left in the 3rd. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 17 now.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
It's Thompson off the drive.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 9 points for Draymond Green.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Can they get it? And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got his 2nd bucket.
And he just big-boyed him right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Curry attacking. Here's Iguodala. Offline from the top of the key.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Batum in at the small forward.
I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
And the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
And stolen by Barnes. Out to the right wing. Baseline try. And the shot falls short this time. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Williams against Green. Williams kicks to Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 10-footer. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist from Lamb. 8 points for Al Jefferson. Outside, Green. Thompson outside.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Lynn's shot is off. To the middle. Here's Livingston. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Charlotte calls timeout. With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot-making gives you a chance to do that.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Back to Thompson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lamb with the ball. It's up against Thompson. Charlotte no good that time either.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Curry. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Green, the screen. Back to Thompson. Williams with the steal. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And it's Iguodala missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Hornets timeout call.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 26. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
And Lamb drops them both. And for the Hornets, they seemed to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that and were too far behind to make up room and get in the playoffs.
And, you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All it was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injuries.
And Curry, here we go. And stolen by Williams. Lynn from long range. The Hornets rebound. Here's Zeller. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so by winning the first of 3 in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace their sneakers up against the Hornets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Lynn dishes to Zeller. Sweet move. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Zeller.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Curry gets the bucket.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Outside Williams. "16 seconds left to play here in the fourth." Kicks it to Curry. Thompson outside. On the wing, it's Iguodala. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Shooting for Golden State, Andre Iguodala.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. No good there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream.